Do you think it's everybody that divorce that don't love themselves? But you see, what builds a marriage is more than love. 3 things build a home. Through wisdom, a house is built. By understanding, it is established. By knowledge, the chamber shall be filled with good things. So, if you lack these 3 elements, no matter how in love you are, it won't work. Number 3, who is a fool according to the scripture? A fool is someone that is unruly. You cannot subject a fool. Sometimes the reason why some people don't submit to authority is as a result of the foolishness at work in them. Because it takes wisdom to submit. Number 4, a fool is also considered as one that destroys his home. Some people are together, but they are far from each other. You can be married and be lonely. Responding rightly is a function of wisdom. Company with a fool will destroy you. What are the reasons why people ignore the red flags? Number 1, time factor. The consciousness of time invested in the relationship. Pastor, do you know how long I've been dating this guy? I cannot allow another lady to marry him. You better sacrifice that 10 years than to marry a fool. Number 2, the resources factor. Considering the resources invested in the relationship. I sponsor her. She cannot do that to me. Don't marry a destiny killer because of your investment. Number 3, the age factor. These are signs why people don't quit. I'm getting older. How will I start all over? Early marriage is not an achievement. It's marrying right that is an achievement. Number 4, the people factor. What will people say? If you are living to please human being, then you are set for frustration. No matter what you do, there are people you cannot please. And lastly, why people don't quit? Ignorance. What are the red flags? Number 1, when you begin to see these things in your courtship, please, there are warning signs for you to quit. Premarital sex. One of the mega issues behind trust in marriage is premarital sex. Premarital sex will make your spouse not to trust you. Sex in courtship brings breakup. Sex in marriage brings bonding. The disadvantage in premarital sex is so much that you cannot afford to ignore it. Number 1, premarital sex will bring about unhealthy sex life in your marriage. Unhealthy sex in marriage can destroy a home. A girl met Podolsky. Innocent girl. Maybe she have never met with a man. And then this guy is wide. He knows all the moves. Now, the experience such a lady who is a virgin we have with that guy is what she believes every man should feel like. After 2 years of the guy dating her, the guy decided to walk away. And then she ended up marrying an innocent church boy that is not as wide as the guy. Now, she's married to John. She's expecting the experience with Podolsky. And you see, John is not as Podolsky. And that's why certain people don't have satisfaction in marriage. But she's wishing she can see Podolsky experience. And that's why you see some of them, when they meet with their ex, difficult to escape. If you have not had encounter with the ex, you will not have issue with the one you're married to. You are an innocent boy, and then you were manhandled by a prostitute. Though she don't have the title of a prostitute, but she has experience, she has the masters and all manners of degree. Some people marry innocent ladies, but they're expecting them to behave like prostitute. Because the lady they dated was acting like one. She knows all the move, all the corner. Number 2, infection. Number 3, unwanted pregnancy. If you take in as a single lady, 3 years of your life is taken from you. Yes, you have suspended your life for 3 years. Sex is a covenant. That's why you might end up marrying innocent and your baby is behaving like Andrew. You had 5 minutes sex and you are paying the price for 5 years. 5 minutes change your 5 years. Number 2, in courtship, communicate details that has future consequences if discovered from another source. That is a sign of a red flag. And how do you marry somebody you don't even know anything about? What if it's spirit that you end up marrying in town? You go to the village and they say, we just buried him 3 years ago. Please, whoever that desires to marry you should marry you for who you are. If they can hide that in courtship, they will hide a lot of things in marriage. Number 3, trust issues. The third red flags, trust issues. Whoever that don't trust you, that marry you will mess you up in marriage. One of the signs to know those that don't trust you. Have you dated people that you tell them, hello, honey, I'm in Blessing's house. And after 5 minutes, he will pick his phone and call Blessing. Is Charity in your house? Or they will tell you, okay, give Charity phone. I want to greet her. It's not greeting. And then such people, when they call you, you don't pick up. Where were you when I called? And even if you tell them I was with my daddy, and give your father the phone, I want to talk to him. Nothing as terrible as your partner policing you. That's why certain people will not allow their wives work. Number 4, abuse and controlling behaviors. The guy has not married you, he's beating you. Please, who is deceiving you? He loves me, that's why he's beating me. Point number 5. When family members and friends totally reject your choice.